Okay. All right. We're going to center ourselves in the healing white light. Breathe it in, breathe it into your heart. Feel your heart open. Feel that white light pulsing through your entire auric field, the field expanding, the golden light moving from your heart directly into the heart of Mother. Mother, we love you. Thank you for connecting with us. The golden light reaching up from our hearts into source, into the central sun, into divine intelligence, into that which gives animation to all. We thank you. We thank you, the yin and the yang, the father and the mother. We are connected. Our hearts are open. The light moves through us. We call in Kuan Yin. Please join us. Today, Kuan Yin, we ask for your assistance and your compassion and your knowledge of the dragons, that beautiful, powerful, brilliant race that you are so deeply connected to. We are being called to connect to the dragons as well and ask for you to be an envoy with us. So with that, Kuan Yin, we fill ourselves full of your violet light and ask for our individual dragons to present themselves. I see the dragons. I see your dragons. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Please lead us forward, forward through the mist, forward through the sky, feeling the sun behind our backs. We glide easily and effortlessly over the peaks, over to that special place, that cave, the home of the dragon energy. Our intention, Kuan Yin, is to sit with them, to understand them, to make peace and to work with them. And so here we are present. All right, Shannon, I'm going to turn this over to you.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to the location that I sent to your consciousness. I want you to allow your higher self to kind of take you there. When you're there, let me know what you see.
I'm here. I see the side of a jagged mountain carved in. The opening is probably 120 feet tall, crystalline inside.
Mm-hmm.
There the dragons are present. One is the leader, a female energy. She steps forward.
Yes, I'm also seeing.
Did you notice that she's red?
I am seeing green.
Okay. The green one is the one who always greets. When you see the red one, let me know.
Okay. Julie, are you connected?
I am. I'm feeling like when you said the inside is crystalline, like I felt like, again, the liquid crystal, the presence of the liquid crystal, but not all of the walls are liquid crystal. Some of them are more like solid and kind of spiky, like scales. I'm sensing several dragon energies. I haven't necessarily seen mine yet, though I feel like they're there, have not revealed themselves to me. And there's one dragon that feels like it's kind of shifting, like it's turning human, or not human, but like being dragon.
So the message that I'm getting is that she's not going to come forward until we sit with them. We need to sit with the green one and let her come forward.
Okay.
She wants
All
to
right.
feel our inner, know who we are.
I'll step forward.
No, no stepping forward. Sit, just
No, sit. Okay.
Yeah.
And wait.
Step forward, they're gone.
Okay. All right. All right.
So
Ooh,
or
I
tap.
am opening my heart. I am seeing an amber colored eye with a dark slit pupil. This is this is not her. This is another one who is inside. This is interesting, watching through her. They are connected. They are all connected on some level. Interesting. We are definitely closely being watched. I am opening my heart and sending her a gold light. And I have a vision. We need to make amends for how they have been mistreated through time, spiritually and in literature. They have been persecuted, misunderstood. There is no trust. We have violated it. We need to build trust again. I'm going to do a ho'onopono. I love you. I am sorry we did not see the divinity within your power, your grace, the strength of your species and your wisdom. We were ignorant and foolish. We didn't even see our own power at the time. Please forgive this ignorance. I see now. I see your strength. I see your knowledge. I see that you are ready to step forward into the light to where all of humanity will revere you as you should be honored. I am so sorry we did not see this divinity. Please forgive me. I love you. She nods her head.
Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your power. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for allowing us to sit with you now and make these amends. Thank you. We're so, so, so grateful. Thank you.
She says, this is a place of their nest. This is their home. We do need to be very, very careful. There are young inside that they are protecting. And the male energy with the amber eye who is looking through her is even more protective. And he truly is the one we need to win over and build trust. I'm seeing a light blue colored egg that is ready to open. This is important to them. There is a new birth taking place of a dragon energy that is important in this time. I do not fully understand, but this is what I have. Okay, that's what I've got. Anyone else?
So I can actually see the red dragon. She's not fully forward yet. She's scanning our records. So it'll just be another couple seconds.
My golden dragon just transformed into something very, very big and mighty, like I've never seen before. And it is by way of introduction to say we are of common lineage.
Hmm.
So she sent 2 of her green ones forward. I don't know if you've seen them, but she sent 2 of them forward.
I got him.
But she doesn't want you to touch them.
Okay. Oh, okay. My golden dragon is presenting a golden egg. Whew. And laying it before them. This not only is a gift, but it also is in essence of him. In offering, they seem pleased. That's fine. Okay. I'm really dizzy right now.
I would think you would be because they're scanning all of us.
All right.
It's interesting. I'm seeing, it might be my dragon, but I'm like physically, I'm like the wings are close and head is kind of down in respect and like deference, and kind of nudging the ground, like it's a communication, like I'm deferring, or like I don't quite know the right word for it, but it's like I'm
Submitting?
submissive, yeah.
Red dragon, I mean, I've dealt with her a lot before. She feels like a universal dragon. Like, I mean, it's definitely the European style, but it feels to me like she's very connected to the universe.
Mm.
Mm. Can you ask her what we can do for her?
She just asked for you to present the cell that we've been working on. So she wants the, remember we were talking about the single cell, or the,
The
the
blue.
cell that actually, like the heart of the energy, that pumps out to all of humanity, which is the cell of humanity. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
heart that's at the center of the grid.
Yeah, so she wants that.
Okay.
So all we have to do is direct her where it's at, and they will begin.
Can I show her? Should I?
Yes, please.
Let me see if I can pull it up somehow. It's my screensaver right now, but let me see if I can. All right, I'm just gonna share my screen.
Oh, boy, my heart is. They just shared with me their sadness, and I'm clearing it.
And she just said, we accept your offering.
Okay, is this enough?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Oh, big
She
hit.
wants us to all go there.
Okay. I'm introducing the frequency of 136.10 hertz, solfeggio frequency of heart chakra.
She actually said something funny. She says, you guys do know how to travel, right? That clearly to me was a hierarchy ranking thing.
Mhm.
It was clearly like, that we're a different species. It was a good thing though. It wasn't a bad, wasn't like down, but it was funny.
Okay, I feel like I'm in the heart center. I feel energy going out in the like different pathways of the grid.
She wants me to tell you about the 5 elements that they work with. So the regular 5 elements, the water, the earth, the wind, or the air, and the fire are the normal ones. But their 5th one is ether. And because the ether is so powerful, they ooze it in like slowly. But what they're going to do is they're going to begin with earth, so it begins to loosen things up, and then they're going to go into let me hear what they're having to say. Then it goes into water to flush, and the wind is flushing as well. And then the fire will melt whatever is left over. So it'll take all of those dark negative cells and it will melt them. So the water and the earth and the water, the earth and the air encapsulate. Like it's like when something is like, say on a cell, if something is blown, like if you get a chill, you want to come into yourself. So what happens is that the earth will kind of bring it up. The water will start to make it a little bit cold so that it begins to float up, and then the air will encapsulate it so that when the fire comes in, it burns it. And then when the ether comes in, the ether coats it and creates new energy. So they're going to start with earth. If you notice, they formed a circle. They want
did.
us to sit in the circle with them.
With them.
So we're
Got
going to
it.
go alternate every other. Ooh, and then another layer just went around us.
You know what? They needed this too. They needed this entrance. They're grateful for it.
Yeah, they needed the connection back to the human realm.
They did. They're still not completely trusting. I see just a huge amount of energy. I have a vision of the planet Earth in the middle of the circle being blasted with light from them.
It's not just Earth.
So a confirmation that they are with us. My client that I work with the dragons just texted, texted, and she texted me twice. So that tells me it's just a confirmation that she's feeling it too.
Ooh. There, I'm seeing a creation of even another grid from them in gold. I don't know if it's for them or for us. They're creating a new grid.
It feels like it's going to be part that creation of the new grid feels like it has ether in it, and it's going to meld in with the new one.
I just
I
got a
mean, with
big
the
hit on that.
actual one.
Yep, you are 100% correct.
So they're doing several things at once. There's a man with them that I have not seen before. And he is saying time is of the essence. So when they were being very cautious with us, that man came in and said, we realize you want to be cautious, but we need to get the work done. So whether you trust them or not, you worked with her, you know who she is, let's go.
Okay.
So he's kind of facilitating the whole thing. He reminds me of a Merlin. He's older.
Oh, okay.
He's an elder that he just said, I'm an elder. He said liaison.
Protector of the fourth. Protector of the fourth.
Can you ask him, Shannon, if he is part of all of us, the all of us, the all of us, all of us, all of us?
He said we are all part of the all of us.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, this is what I'm getting. He's a gatekeeper to the fourth, to the etheric, that protects both the dragons, but also other entities as well. Gatekeeper.
He unrolled a scroll of all of his titles.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not recognize everything.
Oh no, what he's saying is that it's a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. He said what matters is the work that we're doing right now.
Okay.
Jennifer, what do you have?
I'm just seeing, I'm getting a lot of colors, a lot of reds and oranges, swirling, some violets, a lot of colors. So maybe we're working with the fire.
I'm going to add a crystal to the center that contains the sacred geometry for 5D Earth. They need this. I don't know why, but I'm giving it to them. It's being added. Oh.
So is there, they needed us in the same way we needed them to access the heart center of the cell, of the energy, of the grid. Is there anything else we can do right now as time is of the essence?
They said bear witness to what's happening right now. So they want our consciousness to actually watch what they're doing, because they said that our consciousness is connected to everyone's consciousness.
Yes, so let's speak that into existence as well, that we invite in the higher selves, the consciousness, the inner child of all human being, of all higher vibrational beings.
Something weird just happened. I'm sorry. Something weird just happened. There was a momentary time shift. I don't know if anybody felt it, but I just saw, like, almost like, you know how past, present, future exist at the same time. I just saw back in the Egyptian times. Like I just had this flash to this man wearing one of those toga type, very tattered toga robe, with a whip. And I don't know why I saw that, but I just flashed to that very momentarily, and then I came right back. So there's something shifting more than one timeline.
Okay, so like a couple of months ago, I was called into a timeline in Egypt, and it had to do with slavery, and it had to do with this idea of a ruling, like there's only two classes, an elite class and a slavery class. And it was about transmuting that energy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got too, was slavery, master, slave.
They have been enslaved in the past too. We need to release it for them, help transmute their own species history. Do you get a hit on that?
I'm just getting that we need a frequency of 7.83 introduced into the healing.
Got it. Hang on.
So what's happening right now, just to let you know, is that the waters are flowing. And they're showing me the time of Noah and the flooding of the earth. Kind of what they're saying is the ridding of the parasites. It's funny how they call them parasites. What a choice of words. They're showing me that there are many parasites in this world right now. But because their mission is just to clear the cells, they won't clear the parasites. So they'll clear the parasites in the cells. Like they're making a distinction. They're actually saying there's a lot of parasites we can get rid of right now. You know, they're neither good nor bad. They're in the middle. They're just like, this is not what should be. And they are very direct, but they're being redirected by the man and saying, yes, we understand that there are parasites here, but that is not our mission today. Our mission is to clear the cells. So they're digressing a little bit, but they're not as happy about it. So there's a lot of trauma for them too. And I can definitely feel the mistrust and anger with these parasitic beings.
Is it insects or parasites?
Oh no, they're calling people parasites, and not all people, the ones who are actual parasites.
Okay.
And they're actually referencing that a lot of these people who they're referencing as parasites they're the dark ones. They're calling them the dark ones, but they're also saying they're not all human. And they, you know, they're wondering how far their grasp can go, or how far their reach can go to, can they make an exception for those who aren't human? And the man is saying, no, that is not the mission.
That's to come. That's not part of it now. Like that's been the message, is that there will come a point, and it is new earth energy, where anything of parasitic nature, so like even humans who eat animals, like anything that feeds off of something else, mosquitoes, like all of that will cease to be.
Okay, here's what I got. What I got is that they are pure bloodline, and they are very angry about aspects of themselves being toyed with, like their genetics being used elsewhere without permission, that they are sanctified, that this idea of keeping a pure bloodline to them is really important. And they're very upset that hasn't been honored.
Now that we are already in the center, I'm going to stop sharing screen.
Yeah.
That we can be together.
They don't want us to misconstrue their, I don't know what the word would be, their energy towards us. Because they're sitting with us, they do not feel that way about us in particular. And they do not feel that way about those who are actually working to heal the earth and working to heal people and working to recreate those bonds. They're being very specific and saying those that are parasitic. And they're even saying it's not even about what you eat. It's about what you do and what you create on this earth.
Thank you for the clarity.
Man, thank you, dragons, for, yeah.
So this was a few moments ago, but I was getting, and then everybody was kind of getting something at once, so I didn't say anything. Like a return to the breath. So when I asked, like, what can we do? And you said, bear witness. It's like the breath is what connects us. And what I've started to do with the tuning forks, and I don't even know if I've shared it in the group yet or not, is when I put the tone, I have put the tone to people's ears so that they can catch the sound of the frequency, and then I have them breathe it in. And so the same way that spirit energy can hop on an existing current, like our spirit loved ones can hop on an existing current, like lights flickering, TVs coming on and off, that kind of thing. So the frequency can hop on the current of our breath. And the dragons do this too, like all can do it, right? All breathe. And breathe in that frequency and vibration. It hops on the current of the breath, and then it goes everywhere the breath goes or everywhere oxygen goes. So I'm getting, what I do with people is when they breathe in the frequency, I say, this goes everywhere your breath goes. It goes into the cells, it goes into the bloodstream, it goes into the organs, it goes into the bones. So I'm feeling like we focus on our breath, but focusing on it as if we're breathing in this frequency, and I'm not sure what the actual frequency is, but breathing it into our human vessel, which then feeds into the collective and feeds into the heart center of the grid, and then expands into the ether. Like it's like the breath is the connection somehow. And maybe
Breath carries the frequency to everything. You know, it connects, it unifies with everyone else's breath, and it's like the ether. It's just all around us.
Oh my
So-
gosh, I have so much love in my heart right now, flowing between us. Wow.
So each time we share these frequencies, we breathe in these good frequencies and we breathe out, we are sharing those frequencies with everybody who's breathing, and the plants and nature and everything.
so. I'm introducing right now Earth Om Schumann's resonance. So it is, I know we've gone past the earth. They started with the earth, but I'm planting seeds. So with this frequency, this is everything that Mama Earth is. Cynthia,
I don't know if you noticed, they just introduced the ether. So they've been doing the air, and the fire has been kind of coming in like molten, and they just introduced the ether.
Okay.
I just got goosebumps. So as soon as you said that, I'm like, ooh. Is there any kind of sense? Can they tell you what, is there a frequency to the ether that we can breathe in?
They said that if you close your eyes, they will give it to you.
Okay. I am open to receive. Mm.
God, that fills almost every single cell of your body. I could sit in that for a few minutes.
It's very swirly.
It is very swirly. Oh my God, it's so nice though. It's like floating. It's floating in a swirly vortex without getting dizzy.
I ask if the medicine of the ether is available to do so. Please send it to my knee, my foot, anywhere in the physical body in this human vessel.
And if they're so obliged to actually just fill ourselves with it.
Mm.
The red dragon said done.
If you haven't already, take a deep breath.
And for those who are watching, if you want this, just invite it in. They're going to make it available in the ethers.
Anytime we want, or just now?
Anytime we want. It'll be available in this vortex that they just created.
Okay.
So essentially all you have to do is step into the vortex.
Ooh.
That is intense.
Mm-hmm. I keep hearing from the time before time, from the time before time. This is ancient.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting very, like, obviously very tribal, very primitive something. Say ha. Shit. Oh, she got to say that power.
I'm seeing the sun, fiery sun.
Oh.
The center of the universe.
I don't know about you guys, but my brain is skipping a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My heart is so full, and I have to say the strength and the power of their energy and their regalness. They're regal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very proud species.
Mm-hmm. So I'm getting something of the sun of, like, the phrase eternal flame. So fires, dragons breathe fire, right? Like the breath of fire. So that was the connection that I was coming to before, of the breath, is that Kundalini breath that like is access to that. And then when you said the sun, and I started with the sun tuning fork as like this that is the eternal flame, right? The sun, even when we don't see it. It is the
Yeah,
eternal
it's like
flame.
the connection. It's the center of everything, the sun. Without the sun, we wouldn't be here. It provides everything life. It's like the center of it, everything as far as I think, so the sun needs to be respected.
I feel like these dragons as a species are like an expression of the sun. It's the same way that the
Something
sun is respected. It's like they're an extension, expression. Um,
they're like they harness the power
mm,
of the sun in a species, kind of like that's what I'm getting. Like they represent the sun.
but it's not just the sun. It's like the great central sun and the like sun behind the sun and the sun behind the sun, like all.
The power they harness of the being, like they're very powerful. They have like the
Mm,
same type of power, in my opinion, as the sun being the center of the universe. Like the dragons hold that same type of presence and power. That's what I'm feeling.
mm. Seeing a whole lot of light. It's just like almost like strobing.
Yeah, I'm getting like a little teary eyed because like I feel like we haven't, given them the respect that they've obviously deserved. And like, I don't know, we need to start, mankind, the universe, everybody needs to start respecting their greatness. I mean, in folklore, dragons were always mystical great beings that you were either in fear of them or you were in awe of them. And I think even to this day, they hold that same type of power and wisdom. That's the other thing. Dragons were always very wise, I think. And I think maybe they hold a lot of wisdom that we can learn from
For sure.
if we can open up and listen.
Well, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the man would like for us to get his energy, to tap into his energy, not for who he is, but he would like to work with everybody on Thursday. He wants to do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
It's also, this is what I'm going to do. I
Mm.
got this very strong sense that doing a pledge of fealty, like loyalty, is important to the dragons. Like pledges, like honor. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah. I think they want to know, like they want to feel like they can trust us still, and giving them some kind of like allegiance of our loyalty is something that's very royal and it's something that was done back in their glory days. And I think like it's just common practice for their species.
Shate saha.
I feel like it's kind of like an energy wheel now. Like they're dependent upon us if we do the pledge, and that we'll be dependent on them energetically if we do the pledge. Like it'll be like a future connection that we will have to commit to with them, and we'll have to be honorable with that commitment to them. Can't be wishy-washy or flaky or things like that.
Okay.
Mm.
One thing I am hearing though is that it's not that anyone is in servitude. It's not about servitude. It's
No, it's about
about
honor. It's about honor.
yeah, but it's also about if they're doing something, 'cause it's all about exchange, right? So if
Yeah.
they're
Ah.
doing something for us, they want us to honor them when they need something from us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why the commitment, we're gonna be like on this like kind of like energy wheel with them, where if we make that commitment, then they're making the commitment back to us as well, and we will be
Yes.
connected through the future, where we will share our energies with them, and on both sides, we'll help them, they'll help us.
Yes.
What we're
12,
It's
12.
creating.
12, by the way.
Ah.
We both said it at the same time, Shannon.
Thanks.
Awesome. Yes. Mm,
Oh, I mean, I definitely am in gratitude with them, and if they need me to do something, then absolutely.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in. I have to tell you guys something funny. The
Hold on.
dragon,
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
the dragon that Kuan Yin gifted me, my gold dragon. So he's like a Chinese dragon, but as soon as we pulled up to the cave, he turned all badass and got big and Western.
Mhm.
It's really funny.
So I'm feeling kind of complete, but I just would like to, Shannon, are you getting anything about that as far
I'm actually feeling complete too. They have pulled back their energy, and they're saying, I just am honoring them at this moment and just saying thank you. But they're going to be heading back to
Mhm.
their place. So we are complete.
Mm,
Awesome.
Now, this man that we're meeting up with
Cool.
on Thursday, is he going to bring the dragons with him or no?
Most likely, yes. But his plan is that I think he wants really for us to get to know him,
Okay.
because he feels very connected to both sides, and since he's the liaison, I would say yes, he's going to bring them in, because they want to come back and finish.
What's his name? Do you know?
He it
Merlin.
I
no,
know.
him
he
Merlin.
doesn't have a name. It's an energy signature.
So I'm
Okay.
going to tell you, this is why I asked about all of us. If it was all of us, which is what I experienced being channeled in Utah, that there isn't a name. And he answered already when I said, are you all of us? And he said,
Mm,
we're all of us. So
okay.
he is an energy. There's not a name.
Okay.
And wanting a
Yeah.
name is like is a very human thing.
Well, I kept getting a name like Jessa or Jessup or something like that, and I was wondering, I'm like, is that his name?
I kind of feel like by giving him a name, at least
It
in the
limits
energy that
him.
it's disrespectful,
Mhm.
Oh.
because
Must
it's like
be.
we want to make him on our level, and it
Ah.
isn't about levels for him, it's about the energy, and he says, I gave you the energies, that's my name.
Yeah.
Okay. I just heard like when I guess I was getting the energy, I kept getting a name and like a Jessup or something. And I just was wondering, like, is that who this is, or why am I getting this name? I don't
He
know
said
any.
you might be tapped into another energy, but that's not him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does not want to be named.
Okay. Yeah, I won't name him. I'm just curious, like who is Jessup?
I know, I'm kind of curious too.
I'm like,
Maybe do a little research on it because there might be an energy
yeah, I
field
will.
that
I
you
will.
specifically.
I don't know anyone with that name, so
Alright. So
We are complete.
we are
We are
complete.
complete.
We are blessed and grateful for this journey today, for this invitation, for this honor and privilege that today was, and for the difference that we got to make because of this these dragons and this energy and this invitation. We do not take it lightly. We do not take it for granted. And we are very, very grateful.
Yes. That was very fun. I have never worked with dragons, so I really enjoyed that.
So just to repeat just real quick, I won't be on the call on Thursday. I'll be in New Orleans. And so I will be back with you guys on Thursday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, next Tuesday.
So,
Well, have fun. Hit somebody in the eye with some beads for me, will ya?
so hang on, I'm gonna pause recording.